When you walk into a room, people often feel something they can't quite put into words. It's not just about how you look, it's about how you make them feel. A beautiful older woman carries with her an invisible energy, one that offers comfort, warmth, and a sense of wisdom. It's in the way you listen deeply, in the way your presence reassures others without needing to say a thing. Maybe you've noticed that people of all ages feel at ease around you. Strangers might open up to you easily, sharing a little more than they intended. Friends seek out your advice not just because they value your opinion, but because being near you feels like being home. That feeling you create, that natural, welcoming aura, is a form of beauty that goes beyond appearances, and yet it makes you even more striking. People might not come right out and say, "You're beautiful," but their actions speak loudly. They lean in a little closer when you speak. They remember the things you say. They find reasons to linger in conversation with you. These are all signs that your beauty, the beauty that has been shaped by years of living, loving, learning, and growing, shines brightly. And it's not just about how you connect with others. It's also about how you handle yourself through life's inevitable challenges. There's a grace to the way a beautiful older woman meets the world, even when the world isn't always kind. Maybe you've faced hardships, loss, disappointment. We all have. But if you can still laugh, still find reasons to be grateful, still share your light with others, that resilience adds an unmistakable glow to you. People notice that strength. They admire it, even if they don't always say so. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't scream for attention. It hums quietly in the background, drawing people in without effort. It's the kind of beauty that says, "I have lived, and I have loved, and I am still here, shining." And you know, there's something else that can be easy to overlook. Your ability to inspire others without even realizing it. Younger women especially look up to you more than you might think. In a world that often tries to tell them that beauty fades, that they have an expiration date, you are living proof that it simply isn't true. You are showing them, just by being yourself, that beauty at 60, 70, 80 and beyond is not only possible, it's powerful. You inspire with your authenticity, with the way you've carved out your own path, with the way you refuse to shrink or apologize for who you are. You inspire with your courage, your kindness, your fierce sense of humor, your refusal to be anything other than fully, unapologetically, yourself. So, the next time you wonder if you're still beautiful, remember this. Your beauty is written in your laughter lines, in the strength of your hands, in the sparkle that dances behind your eyes. It's there in the way you carry yourself, the way you lift others up, the way you meet the world each day with quiet grace and fierce spirit. And there's still one more essential sign, perhaps the most important one of all, a sign that has nothing to do with how the world sees you and everything to do with how you see yourself. Let's explore that powerful truth together, coming up next. When you've lived a life full of rich experiences, your style becomes something unique. It's no longer about following trends or copying what everyone else is doing. It's about expressing who you are. And that, my friend, is another undeniable sign of a good-looking older woman, a distinct, confident sense of style that reflects her spirit, not just her wardrobe. Maybe you've noticed how you naturally gravitate toward pieces that feel good on you, not just physically, but emotionally. Perhaps it's a soft, elegant scarf that brings out the sparkle in your eyes, or a pair of earrings that remind you of a special trip you took years ago. Your style tells a story. It's not forced, it's not overly curated, it's simply you, and that's magnetic. You might not even realize how often people notice. Maybe you catch someone glancing admiringly at your necklace during lunch, or a stranger stops you just to say, "I love your jacket. Where did you get it?" Those moments aren't just about clothes. They're about the aura you're giving off, the confidence, the authenticity, and the joy that comes from embracing your true self without apology. It's not about dressing younger or trying to fit a mold. It's about honoring yourself exactly as you are today. And there's such beauty in that. You don't have to scream for attention. Your elegance speaks volumes all on its own. People notice the woman who knows who she is, who wears her life, experience like a favorite worn-in leather jacket, soft, strong, full of character. And style isn't just about clothing either. It's how you carry yourself, the way you move with grace even if you laugh about your knees not being what they used to be, the way you greet people with a genuine smile that lights up your whole face, that sparkle in your eye when you talk about something you're passionate about. These are the details that captivate others. They don't always know why they feel drawn to you. They just do. Another beautiful sign that you're an attractive older woman is your laughter. Yes, really. A woman who laughs easily, who isn't afraid to throw her head back and chuckle at life's little absurdities, is incredibly captivating. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you don't take yourself too seriously, and that you see the world with a light, open heart. That kind of joy is rare, and when people encounter it, they remember it, sometimes more vividly than they remember any physical feature. And maybe you've noticed that laughter brings people to you like a magnet. In a room full of people, the woman who's genuinely enjoying herself, who isn't worried about every line on her face or every strand of hair out of place, becomes the most attractive person there. It's as if she's glowing from within. And guess what? That glow has very little to do with age and everything to do with spirit. You might be sitting there thinking, well, I'm not sure I glow. But let me tell you something. If you've lived with kindness, with humor, with love, you shine brighter than you realize. And it's often in the quiet moments, the unguarded ones, that your true beauty makes itself known. And there's even more to it than that. Another powerful sign that you're a good-looking older woman lies not just in how others see you, but in how they feel around you. Let's talk about that next. Hello, beautiful friends. Today we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked but so important, especially as we move into the more graceful seasons of life. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered if you're still seen as beautiful? Maybe you've caught a glimpse of yourself while laughing with friends, or someone gave you a look you couldn't quite interpret. You might not always feel it, but there are clear signs. Yes, real signs that you're a good-looking older woman, even if you don't always realize it. You see, beauty in our later years isn't about chasing after youth or covering up every line and wrinkle. It's something richer, deeper, and often even more striking than the beauty we had in our 20s. It's about the life that shines through you, the confidence that you carry, and the energy you radiate without even thinking about it. And whether you know it or not, there are subtle ways the world notices and appreciates you. Now you might think, well, I don't get complimented like I used to, or people don't pay me the same attention anymore. And that's understandable. Society tends to focus so much on youth that it can sometimes make us feel invisible as we age. But I promise you, true beauty doesn't disappear. It simply transforms. And when you know what to look for, you'll start recognizing just how much your beauty still speaks to the world around you. One of the most powerful signs? The way people respond to your presence without even saying a word. Maybe it's the way younger women look at you with a mixture of admiration and curiosity, wondering how you carry yourself with such ease. Maybe it's the smile from a stranger at the grocery store, or the extra moment someone spends in conversation with you hanging on your words. These are subtle but real affirmations that your beauty hasn't faded. It's evolved into something even more compelling. And let's talk about those compliments. You might not hear "you're so pretty" as often, but listen closely. Compliments now tend to come wrapped in different words. You have such a lovely spirit. I love your style. You have the most calming smile. These aren't empty phrases. They are reflections of a beauty that is fully alive, one that touches people beyond the surface. Sometimes we brush these off, thinking people are just being polite. But in truth, they see something genuine in you that they want to celebrate. Of course, part of being a good-looking older woman is something you might not even consciously recognize: your confidence. It's the way you stand, the way you laugh freely, the way you walk into a room without needing anyone's approval. It's a quiet assurance that only life experience can give. That self-possession is magnetic. It draws people in because it's rare and it's real. Even if you're not aiming to make an impression, you do simply by being yourself. And speaking of being yourself, that leads us right into another sign that you might be overlooking, a sign that's tied deeply to your sense of style,